Hallelujah. Hallelujah. We thank the Lord for the grace He has given us to be here today. I think the first Sunday in the month of October. Glory, honor, dominion, majesty, and power be to His holy name. Hallelujah. We appreciate the Lord. We acknowledge Him to be the Lord. May He remain our Lord forever and forever. Amen. Please be seated. I would like to take off from the announcements and the messages that we have received. The announcement, I heard the announcer saying that we should not go from place to place. That we should worship God in a committed way in a particular parish. Not come here today, go there next week, go the other place. Personally, I think I cannot worship God enough in one parish. I cannot serve Him enough in Greater London Parish. So if I had another parish, I don't know what that means. Some people might say, but when you were here, when I was here, I was also Bible class teacher at Elephant and Castle, and also editor-in-chief of Christ Castle magazine. And that went on for God knows how many years, at least up to about 2004 or so, when I was already here, 1993, 1992 actually. But I so organized it that nobody was more regular in our ordained services here than I was. Because I was going to Elephant and Castle either on Tuesday, or Thursday, or Saturday. So that way it didn't affect my worship here. Unless I told you I was doing this in Elephant and Castle, or you saw my name in the Christ Castle magazine, or something like that, you will not know. So, if the angels came on a Wednesday or a new moon service or whatever, I was here. You have to face God one way. God is a Mr. One Way himself. Not Mr. Two ways or three ways and so on. Face him one way. If you go from place to place, you are not different from a man who is philandering, or a woman also who is philandering. And I don't know whether it adds any credit to your service. I don't know. I don't think it does add much to it. Face one way. If I'm in Nigeria, you know I will be coming to First Time Parish. Unless I went to Ibadan and I couldn't come back to Lagos and I had to worship in Ibadan. Okay. So, this is something for consideration. Secondly, try to be a good Christian. Try to be a good member of Celestial Church of Christ as well, especially Celestial Church of Christ, Greater London Parish. When I say try to be a good Christian, I know what I mean. You could be outwardly a good selection, but if you are not a good Christian first, believe me, you can never be a good selection. Usually the two of them should be the same. But if you are not a good Christian, you are not a good selection. Where do we start? Where do we begin? This church is descended by Jesus Christ. And your responsibility is to help to promote it. So anything that you are doing that doesn't promote the Church of God means that you are not doing God's will. You have to be a good Christian and a good member, worshiper in God's household. I know one or two people, unfortunately, who, because they do not control their mouths, have caused some people to go away. How does that happen? Somebody wants to see what is going wrong in your parish. There are people who are easy. Instead of you to say, I don't know much about that, so you can ask the shepherd. You can ask the chairman. When you say that, the person will not throw the same question to you next time. But if they ask you, kilo ti en ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Greater London, you know that the intention is not good. You know. And then you fall into debate. The book of Titus says, that is Titus chapter 1, verse 15. Unto the pure, all things are pure. But unto them that are defiled and unbelieving is nothing pure. There is nothing we do here that some people will report well. One or two, three. If they ask them, there is like the motivational program. I met some people in West London who commended it. And they asked us to even publicize it even more. But if they ask certain members of this church, motivational program. Instead of saying I didn't attend, or I'm not good at talking about things like that. What motivational program have they been? Oyelakin March. If you tore down the church, the Lord is not happy with you. If you tore down the church because you do not have the courage to stand up against somebody else, okay? This person who is asking me wants to hear bad things, and I don't want to disappoint him or her. If that is the reason you run down this church, it is unprofitable. Clearly unprofitable. If you do not know how to tear yourself off, people who go through into saying bad things about this church, ask God for wisdom and courage. Because you are simply weak. You are simply weak and you can't stand up to tell the truth or not to be part of evil. A man pleaser, a woman pleaser. It's very unprofitable. So you worship, okay. And I imagine you are giving 7 upon 10 there. But because you run down this church, you are giving -5. Because you don't have to. Why do you have to be in alliance with enemies of this church? You don't have to. And it depends on who you are before they start to goad you to do things like that. Nobody will come to me, or there are some certain people, they won't go to them to start a topic, and then from there you start to talk about somebody went to Lagos and nobody asked for her. And nobody asked for her for a week or something like that. And the person who went to Lagos did not tell anybody he or she was going to Lagos. And even when we know that he or she is in Lagos, there was no means of getting in contact with her. So when you condemn people, that's what Titus is talking about. When you condemn people, you should not condemn. Is the Lord happy with you? I don't think so. The book of James, chapter 3, about the need to control our tongue. Anybody who has not been able to control his or her tongue has not become a Christian. It's just a worshiper. He has religion, but does not have godliness. And there is a difference between religion and godliness. James chapter 3, from verse 1 actually.
My brethren,
be
not many masters, knowing that we shall receive the greater condemnation.
Yes.
For in many things,
yes,
we offend all.
In many things you offend all.
If any man offend not in word.
Yeah, but if he does not offend in word, though, if he can bridle his tongue or her tongue, it's up there.
The same is a perfect man.
He is a perfect man.
And able also to bridle the whole body.
And that is very important nowadays. When you don't know who has burning materials on them. You are just talking on, and you fall into their trap. And you say, but you said this, and so they will quote time and date.
Behold,
we
put beads in the horses,
we put beads in the
horses' mouths, that they may obey us. And we turn about their whole body.
And then we turn their. Once you put a video in a tongue, in a horse's mouth, you can turn this way and turn it that way. Because you got control.
Behold,
also
the ships,
as big as they are,
which though they be so great,
and
are driven of fierce winds, yet are they turned about with a very small helm,
yes,
whithersoever the governor listed.
Yes. Come on, please.
Even so, the tongue is a little member.
Even then, the tongue. Just as you turn the ship and the car with something small like this, with a wheel.
And
so
boasted,
also, say that again.
And boasted great things.
That's the tongue.
Behold,
how
great a matter a little fire kindleth.
How great a fire a little matter kindleth.
And the tongue is a fire. A word of iniquity. So is the tongue among our members. That it defileth the whole body.
It defiles the whole body.
And setteth on fire the cause of nature. And it is set on fire of hell.
And he said, thank you, at last, it will be set on fire of hell. Having said many things on fire, it said it will be set on fire in hell. God be with us.
Amen.
And may He continue to lead us aright with the power of His Holy Ghost.
Amen.
We will go to the text of today, which I would like to title God, the Creator of all things and the Giver of all things. In the beginning, you find that God created heaven and earth. And out of what He created, including mankind, human beings started to form things. There's a difference between creation and forming. Only God creates. And from what He has created, sand, wood, animals, water, you can form many things, anything. Because He has given us, He created us in His own image to do things. So, what He created for our purpose. And gave it for our purpose. And that He gave us dominion over everything that He created. And in creating them for our purpose, He gave them to us free. The most essential things are free. The air we breathe, the water we drink, the rainwater, the sunshine. That is God, the Creator and the Giver in a nutshell. So God is great. In creating us and giving us things, He tells us what he wants us to do with them. When the children of Israel were to be given rules, God told them, when you harvest the first fruits, you must give to me. And so long as they did that, they prospered. And how they will do it, he told them. Let's move on to the second text, which is 2 Corinthians. Because if I'm not careful, there's somebody I cannot see from here. No. 2 Corinthians chapter 9. But this I say, he which sweats sparingly shall reap also sparingly. We've heard that several times. But I think we can expand on it a little bit if we have some time. God is saying, sow abundantly, bountifully, so that you will reap bountifully. You cannot sow wheat and harvest corn. You cannot sow 2 acres of corn and harvest 4. What you sow, by the grace of God, is what you reap. But the Bible is telling us that God is able to make what you sow prosper more than you expect. Provided you do it the right way. So he is expecting also from us. We said earlier on that God is a giver, gives us everything. Anything that matters, God gives it to us. Anything that we need to live is given to us by God, not by science or anything. The air we breathe. If we don't breathe within 2 minutes or something, it's not easy. The water, the sun that shines on us. What does the Lord then require from you? If he has everything that is essential to life and gives it to us free, and we hesitate to give him even little, that doesn't look right. When we say that Jesus Christ loves children because of their attitude, because if you offend them, they come round again and they are not easily offended. Okay. But it is not everything about children that I think Jesus Christ will have loved. Give a child a piece of cake. And say, give me a little bit. That will not be an attitude that I think Jesus Christ will have loved. And that's what we are. Jesus Christ, when God created us and breathed into us and we became living souls, all was not well. We had the nature of Adam, which was not good at all. We were enemies of God who created us. we were never able to obey him. We were never able to do his will. So Jesus Christ, God wanted to reconcile us with him and sent his only son, begotten son. That's all you have to do is believe him. Keep telling me you don't know me. But if you see Jesus Christ and you know him, you know me. So Jesus Christ died, gave his life for us. Mind you, we are talking of you sowing abundantly. Yes, somebody who actually gave his life. Now, it's somebody who reconciled us back to God. Somebody who said, okay, I'm going and I will send to you Holy Spirit, a comforter, who will show you all things. And with Holy Spirit, a comforter, came spiritual gifts. And somebody who also, I'm just skipping many things, who also descended Celestial Church of Christ. Didn't he? He did. So God, the Creator, God, the giver, who created us in his own image. Which image of God do we have? Do we have the image of God, the giver? Do we have the image of God, the giver? That is the question. We said earlier on that you have to be a Christian. To be a good selection, you have to be a good Christian. You have to be a Christian first. That is the bottom line. If you are not a Christian, then you can never be a selection. It's a bonus that you are a selection. You don't have to be a selection. But it is a bonus. That's what many people do not know. Many people see Celestial Church of Christ as a religion. No. It is not a religion. It is a denomination of a Christian religion. And it is Pentecostal. More Pentecostal than those who have hijacked the day. Far more Pentecostal. Read Acts of the Apostles 2 and see how the letter told you on what basis, how it was descended, how it is wrong, and you argue it out. Which actually is Pentecostal. If you come one day that I will challenge them, everybody come and listen to us. But like Galatians 4:1 says, as long as the prince is a baby, it's not different from any other baby. It's not even different from a slave. That is what we are in Celestial Church. God be with you. Amen. Please stand up. Give us some. You need the Holy Spirit.
Yes.
The Holy Spirit that you need is of two types. There is the Holy Spirit type that the Roman Catholics call the concomitant one. I don't know whether you've heard that word. Which is spirit of holiness. Spirit of gentleness, spirit of righteousness, this spirit of honesty that recognizes, that defines you as a Christian. That is the more important one. It is the real one, to be honest. There is the second one, the charismatic one. That doesn't even make you a Christian. That is, you could be a great prophet. You could be a great visionary. You could be a great dreamer. But that is not the kingdom of God. That by itself does not take you to the kingdom of God. That is here and now. Because it will come to pass. And somebody will tell Jesus, in your name, I cast out devils. In your name, I predicted this. And Jesus, oh, depart from me, O Mary, you workers of iniquity. In any charismatic, if you use it well, it will even promote your cause. You'll be very well indeed. But if you misuse it, and it becomes something that you use to make money and cheat people and mislead people, then you are not there. So what we will do now is you first ask for Holy Spirit, the genuine one, the one that defines you as a Christian. That is the first thing to ask for. Problem is, we have in Celestial Church of Christ many people who became prophets and prophetesses and great dreamers and so on without becoming Christians. So, we will lift up our voices in prayer. God, give me genuine wisdom. Make me your child. Give me spirit of honesty, spirit of truth, and so on. Humility. Prayer. In Jesus Christ's name we pray. That other one is also very important. It helps to boost faith, even in the Christian religion itself. It helps to edify the church. Because people will say yes of the truth. Jesus Christ is still alive. And it guides people, it protects people. They say be under protection, do not use your car for so days, and so on. You know what may happen if you use it. So it's very useful as well. So, and we need it. So you will ask for spiritual power, ability to heal. When you have it plenty, obviously. I mean, Johnson, one day, somebody asked donkeys. Eyes very red. And they were saying he was going to die. Johnson praised him. Look at me. Started to do this. And the eye was becoming clearer and clearer and clearer. Same thing as Papa. They went to Papa. Omo, engage. Go engage. Ah. Sheko yi orisi bito ye ko yi sin. They told him yes. Ah. Yoyi. They were for just yoyi. Ọwọ́ yẹn náà ló ń ṣe báyìí. Ó pẹ́ ó ń ṣe báyìí. Ọmọdé yìí síbi tó yẹ kó yí sí. We need that. Yes. So, and I'm saying that by the grace of God, a time I end up with him be before long. Will be of that caliber. Amen. So we pray now, pé agbára ńlá tó sọ̀kalẹ̀ ní ọjọ́ tí ọ̀sán dòru. Kó sọ̀kalẹ̀ fún wa. The power that he descended on the day. On the day of the eclipse of the sun. In my little research to these things, the day that Papa Osofa gave is recorded in encyclopedia, is recorded in books. And I said, they said this man didn't read. And everything he said is here. Encyclopedia. Read my book. They can do it. If he says, okay, I'm going to start performing my miracles as I said, some says you say. yóò ṣẹ, yóò ṣẹ, yóò ṣẹ. Ọ̀rọ̀ ọba àti máa jẹun. Yóò ṣẹ, yóò ṣẹ, yóò ṣẹ. Because our time is up. We will now pray for this church and then pray for ourselves, and then we will leave the rest in the hands of God. Amen. Amen. Let us now pray for this church, that the powers of hell will not prevail against it. Amen. That the enemies of this church will turn to good and become its friends. But if they do not become friends and they continue to be enemies of this church, that they live with us, that if they shoot an arrow here, the arrow will go back to them. The enemies of this church should read the story of Sennacherib in Isaiah 36. And the Bible, the prophet of God told his people, Sennacherib will not enter here. Sennacherib was destroying. Everywhere he went, he was destroying. Carrying women away and so on. And they were afraid. And they called on God, the God of Israel. And the prophet told him, God says, Sennacherib will not come in here. The way he comes, that same way he will go back. And that was just what happened. Not just that he went back the same way he came. When he went back, his children slew him. His own baby children slew him. Àwọn ọ̀tá ìjọ yìí yóò láì rúpẹ́ yìí. All stumbling blocks shall be removed. Amen. And this church will prosper. Amen. And work stronger and stronger. Amen. 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 Now we pray for ourselves. Allow us now to go into silent prayer. Pray for yourselves silently. For your family, for your world of work, for your health and well-being, for your prosperity, nobody will go in vain. Because it is he who said, ask and ye shall receive. Seek and ye shall find. Knock and the door will be opened unto you. For whosoever asketh receiveth. For there is no person who, when his or her son asks for a piece of cake, will give him or her a piece of stone. Or when that child asks for fish, we give him a snake. And God then said, if you who are wicked people, God called us wicked people. We are wicked people, but we know how to take care of our children. How much more will he give good things to them that ask him? believe that they have received what I've asked for. Thank you very much. Let me tell you that when you pray and you ask for something, believe that you have already had it. Doesn't mean it is coming to pass tomorrow. No, God doesn't do his work like that. I saw somebody who was here in this country, and he was told, you will pass your ACCA. You will pass your ACCA. The exam that he has taken, he failed it 3 or 4 times, many times, just repeating. But God said, you will pass. But he left Celestial Church because he failed his vision. The exam that he had already taken. They said, we see you with a certificate. So he left Celestial Church of Christ. Took the exam, passed. Couldn't link it up with God's promise. Went to Nigeria. Went to a naming ceremony. He was no longer a member of Celestial Church. Then the prophet pulled him out. The promise I made with you, did I not fulfill it? Then the person, somebody said, well, are you a member of Celestial Church? He said, yes. Was there a promise? Yes. Our own time sometimes is not exactly the same thing as his own. Sometimes he wants to test you a little bit. But I believe all is well with you. Amen. Amen. Amen.